Hello everyone, good to see you. I'm America, and today we actually going to make something really interesting and something actually new for my channel. This is actually going to be, let's say it, new subject of my channel. This is going to be my personal opinion for this. This is going to be the name of the subject. So we are actually going to talk about all the different games, probably the most new games that's going to be released soon, and also movies and all that stuff. We're going to talk about literally everything about the gaming and the gaming experience. So right now, to begin all of this with my personal opinion, before we're going to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. So my personal opinion for, how I can start about Call of Duty like this. You just can start just like that for a game like this, but probably I'm going to begin with the fucking truth about this game. Like this actually have some ugly truth about this game that it's not been said. Actually, if I should be honest, and I'm going to be really honest right now with you, I'm not going to hide anything, how I feel about the game. Black Ops 4 for me actually surprised me a lot in the first place, just because I actually thought that it's going to be with single player. Of course, the single player is not where where Call of Duty is strong. This is not the strong part of Call of Duty. But I think that it's going to be, I don't know how to say it, without single player it's going to be a little bit stupid. Okay, let's say that way, just because this actually before to announce that it's not going to have single player, this actually have have some rumors that are flying in the air right now, that it's not going to have campaign, that it's not going to have a story. It is going to be focused on multiplayer or battle royale with that thing that they announced, Blackout. But and this actually fears become true. So I actually thought that this were going to be some lies, but it was not like, it was just the clear truth. Which of course I was a little bit disappointed when I actually hear this news for it. So in the first time that I hear that it's not going to have campaign, before to be announced, with the rumors, I actually thought that this is some lie, but it was not lie. So it was a little bit disappointing for me to understand. But they actually probably think that without campaign, without anything, they actually can make something great. But the only thing for me personally that can save Call of Duty Black Ops 4, to not be a failure, how I actually think it's going to be, I should be honest, is this battle royale mode, Blackout. It's actually the only thing that probably going to save Call of Duty to fall apart. Just because for me personally, and I'm going to be honest, for me personally, probably Call of Duty died 3 years ago or 4. I'm not pretty sure how much years it was, but it's been a very long time since we actually got great Call of Duty game. But just I don't think that Black Ops 4 is going to be just some good game. I actually think that it's not going to be fail, but it's not going to be even decent game. Like, I think that the only chance that this game has to grow up in the eyes of many Call of Duty players, or not just Call of Duty players, like newcomers, people that actually come to see Call of Duty for the first time. Yeah, I know what you're going to say, just because Call of Duty, everyone knows Call of Duty, all the world knows it. But in this event, I actually watched the whole event of of the review of Black Ops 4. They actually how actually all the people that step in the stage, and they actually think, all the developers, they actually think that they make something different. They make something that nobody hear about. But actually, the sad truth is that I actually hear that so much time. So the most stupid thing about this game, that it isn't going to have story or campaign. This is probably the biggest failure that I'm going to say right now, just because actually I should mention a few problems with this game. I should mention a few problems with this game, just because it's not going to be good. And the first problem is that this Blackout mode, of the battle royale, this Blackout mode for me personally is just not going to be good. This is actually my personal opinion, and that's why I say it. Because it's not going to be enough good if they know that new characters, new vehicles, new gear, new equipment. It's just not going to be good. So I actually think this actually they say that they have great new feature that nobody here or see. you cannot, you know, your old characters from the previous Call of Duty titles, you know, characters like Makarov and all these different. I actually don't, you know, remember the name so much, so don't blame me for that. But you can add them in the Black Ops 4, you know. You can add them in the Black Ops 4, but for me personally, this is actually the only thing that's actually good for now. And the second problem that I actually think that is going to be a failure is, you know, just it's this. I think that if they focus more on how they can make this game better, how they can make it without any mistake, it's going to be really good, and it's probably going to be the most correct thing that they can do. Like I don't think that you know, this Call of Duty game that is going to be so you know, better than the World War II, just because World War II, for me personally, when I actually see it a year ago, I actually thought in the first place that I see it, you know, for the first time that I see it, I thought, oh, this is going to be really great Call of Duty game. They, you know, with Infinite Warfare, they actually screw everything in 2 years ago. So I actually think that they are, you know, going to fix everything just like that. That is not going to be have any mistakes with this. But I was wrong actually, which is a sad story right now. I was wrong, and exactly this thing hurt me the most, just because Call of Duty with World War II, they can succeed, but they actually don't make anything new. They actually don't add any new features in the game, which is a little bit disappointing for me. But Black Ops 4, with these problems that he has without campaign, they actually try to, you know. For me, that actually this is not copying of Fortnite. Don't blame me for that. I'm going to say it, but it's not copying of Fortnite. But it's you know, they actually don't have any idea how to do it. The most smart thing probably that they made is, you know, when they actually, you know, how Black Ops 4 is described. Forget everything that you know. This actually the official title of the Black Ops 4, forget what you know. Probably this is just the only correct thing that they make of all of it, just because it means, you know, forget what you know means, you know, it's that you don't have single player, and this is actually something you know that nobody see. So I'm gonna say it that way. Everyone knows the game Quake. This is a really good game, like it's a multiplayer game. So in Quake 4, the developer, you know, the main developer, I actually forget his name in id Software, say that the newest part, the newest part is not going to have a story, and exactly this thing actually blew the mind of many of the person, just because his personal opinion was that the story that doesn't make the game it just doesn't make the game more fun or something like this. And he actually was right in the end. He was right, which of course it gave me to this thought: did they actually try to make something like this with that? I'm not pretty sure. Repair me if I'm wrong. Before how many years was that? Just because I actually forgot it. But you know, I don't think that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is going to be so big success. I don't think that it's going to be a really good game, like how everyone, you know, probably most, you know, of the players right now, you know, most of the gaming players, you know, play games like Fortnite. You know, half of the fucking world plays Fortnite. Like everyone right now knows Fortnite, and it's a little bit disappointing for me that they actually forgot great games in the past. Just because, for me personally, they actually tried to make something like this, to make something like great battle royale. You know, that they actually had some new features, like to add you know, characters from the previous titles. Okay, I actually understand that, and I actually accept it, you know, just because I actually think that this idea is cool. I actually think that this idea is cool. So, but you know, like exactly, but in the opposite side, we actually have we don't have single player, you know. We don't have single player, and I repeat, we don't have single player, which actually was a rumor. How I mentioned earlier, he was rumored for so much time, and it came true, which for most of the players was disappointing. But if they make it, if they somehow make the game fun, but for me personally, the first thing that if you're creating a game, if some developer creating a game, this game should be fun, and it just should be entertaining. How I can say it, just, you know, they actually should, you know, choose a great engine with great graphics and with this necessary great tools, and they should make something different. But they actually try to make something different, but they're probably going to fail, which is my biggest fear, because I actually don't want game like Black Ops to fail so you know, so much. But I should be honest right now, they are so desperate and they actually can't find anything new in every title for Black, for for Call of, what I'm talking about, for Call of Duty in the past 4 years, like it's just the same. It's literally the same, which of course annoys me so much right now. They actually don't have anything new, anything different. But with the Black Ops 4, they actually create something different and something new. But for me personally, I think that they can succeed if they make this game fun. There's actually 3 steps to it has 3 steps to succeed right now. The first step is to make it fun, the second step is to not make it boring, and the third step is to make it just enough good and entertaining, like without any bugs, without this shit. And if they make it in that way, if they make it to multiplayer to be good enough and all the battle, they probably can succeed somehow. But the most important thing right now that we're going to talk about, and actually don't talk about for all this time, is how the players going to accept that you don't have a single player. Like most of the players probably accept it, but the fans, the true fans of Call of Duty probably not going to accept it so much. So this is actually the only thing that bored me and the only thing that actually so worried about. But probably they're going to make it somehow, But this is probably my biggest fear, how they're actually going to accept it that they don't have a single player. It's actually how I mentioned it was a rumor for so long time, and I really don't want to see it, but I see it. So they actually create something different and something good. But these steps, if they follow these steps, they're going to succeed. This without to be fun, to be entertaining, and to not be boring. With this, without that, they're going to succeed with that. But it's going to be a really difficult road for them to to walk, just because they actually have so much work to do probably. And I think that Call of Duty can survive if this game is enough entertaining and fun. This was the first episode for my personal opinion. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can, and expect more episodes.